season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Tip-off goes to Dallas. Here's George. Over Thompson. The rebound by Klay Thompson. The gravity that Thompson draws from opposing defenses really opens things up for us.
Yeah, Klay Thompson's range shooting has always been a monumental part of his success. And right now in his career, it is the driving force. Teams' defenders are still hyper-aware of where Klay Thompson is, no matter where the shot clock is.
And the dunk by Edey.
I'll tell you this, Kevin Durant is an underrated passer, and he has really shown a new level where that's concerned.
Dort with a steal. He's all alone. And Mitchell with the slam.
His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Pass to Booker. George outside. Back to Booker. Shot clock at 5. Nice D from Durant. Tipped.
Terrific awareness by Alex Sarr. That is protecting your rim, folks.
So it's the home team now. Outside Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. To halt the run, Young can't hit.
Still looking to get their offense in gear. 0 for 3 to start this game.
Outside Durant. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Durant's got 5.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. At around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter.
WTF is this?
Sarr a screen. George with big finish.
Oh, did you see that?
Oh, Paul George, let him hear you with that finish. That is nicely done.
George with a steal.
And now.
And George with the jam.
Get out in front, finish the break with authority.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to contention. And look at them. They're making some bold moves there along the way.
Mavericks trail by 7. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. The two-way star Kawhi Leonard was at the top of the coach's mind. He told me we've seen Kawhi win those finals MVPs because at his best, he is as good as anyone in the world. Leonard doesn't just score it, he can also shut down your best wing. It's really tough facing him. Back to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
We call that masterful use of the pump fake. Paul George effective getting guys to jump on it.
In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of a modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
Boy, you talking about athleticism. How easy does PG make it look right there?
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Durant with it. Now Sarr defending. There's the call on Sadiq Bey. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
So both teams changing it up here. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Outside Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Thompson outside. From outside, off the mark. And it's Leonard with the ball for Dallas. Trailing by 5. Outside for Bay. George outside. An easy 2 on the layup.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Pass to Durant. Dort outside. Back to Thompson to win the job. Zara pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And we've got 1:18 left in the first. Leonard with the ball. Now Thompson defending. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
This run has been fueled by their mandatory defense.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Here's George. No good with a layup. In transition. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And Kevin Durant making the pay on the interior. Look out around the rim.
Pass to Bay. Now here's Leonard. Comes up empty down low. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Well, make no mistake, Klay Thompson is more than just a shooter and scorer. Nice pass there, guys.
Here's George. And jam by George.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Dort outside. Here's Diabate. And so the first quarter is in the books. Up by 5. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. Early momentum here.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, Simmons. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
And they're on the run. And here's Vassell from the arc. And he parries his first look.
Always ready and willing to fire. Vassell from the corner.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Back to you guys.
Gotta have it. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Young from long range. To the middle. Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Grant, since he's come into the league, What jumped out to you about Hero's development?
Well, I like seeing his growth in running the pick and roll. He's not just a jump shooter anymore. He's a guy that can anchor an offensive unit, BA.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. So both teams making some changes here. Mavericks trail by 15. Pass to George. George outside. Shot clock at 6. And it's good. 2 points. George has got his third basket on the night right there.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
Outside Thibault. From deep. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. And so it's Dallas with it. It's a 13-point game. George feels it out a bit. Pass to Leonard. Now a Kongwu. Back to Leonard. Shoots over Vassell. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
I like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Young from long range. It's hauled in by Portis. Now here's Simmons. He's got 7. Misses from short range. It's George on the wing. And George with the jam.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Inside, it's Trae Young.
And despite the size of this match, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge, find a way, and he does.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Diabate. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. George, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Booker. Caruso grabs the board.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Durant with it. 9 points in the game. Down low. Tipped.
Kawhi came from the
And a deep 3 from Leonard. Kept alive. Pass to Okongwu. Out to Leonard. Here's George, covered by Thibault. And they're running. And it's slammed in by Durant.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
So Jason Kidd decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Left to play in the second quarter. Booker, good. Booker's got his first 2 points.
Well, a guard has got to come with physical intensity on the interior. Donovan Mitchell with the dunk contest. Case in point right there.
Mavericks trail
On
by
the
18.
top.
Booker for
There
three.
you go.
Ooh, Booker from range. Pure.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Hey.
Leonard pulls down the board.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
There's the triple. Williams grabs the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Mitchell, plenty of space. Money on the 19-footer. Mitchell's got 4 points in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
There's the drive.
What?
Misses the dunk.
Shouldn't even pop up.
Here's Booker. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Leading by 17. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Now Dort. No points yet. Outside Mitchell. He takes it in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, Doris, Donovan Mitchell has really proven to be the kind of star you can build your team around.
Donovan Mitchell experienced a high level of winning as a young player, but he hasn't broken through and won a championship. So now every aspect of what he does is about making sure the group thrives. That's why you want to do it.
Mitchell into the lane.
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
Pass to Booker. There's the three. The shot won't fall.
Hey.
Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. A good look from Young. From the top of the key, he buries it. Young's got his second bucket on the night.
Watch how Young outsmarts the defense, going for the pull-up jumper when they're unprepared. Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Brian, back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Mitchell with the ball. Guarded now by George.
Kevin Durant has absorbed a big-time scoring role everywhere he's been. This guy is so special offensively.
Now here's Booker. He's got the basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. That free throw good from Booker.
Devin Booker has prided himself on talking to all the game's greats because he believes his talent is worthy of that. This guy is an all-around threat who's so dangerous with the ball.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Shot by Leonard, no good. Pass to Durant. Now Thompson. Here's Durant. Launches a three. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Outside Young. Pass to Leonard. The layup off target.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing it.
Yeah, the former dunk contest champ, Donovan Mitchell, showing off his bounce.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And Young, here we go. And foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Alex Caruso.
Give credit to Young's tenacity from the interior. Getting the D's attention right there.
All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team. Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
Man, they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Booker. Oh, Williams with the block. An open look for Durant. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Durant's got 12 points in just the second half. Here's Booker. And it's Booker again missing.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
The kick to Durant. And the three-pointer goes. Durant's got 26 points.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Here's Bay. And a nice finish on the layup.
And we see Bay's game evolving over time, including being more aggressive inside.
Pass to Vassell. Back to Hero. And here's Vassell. Now here's Durant. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Booker with it. Durant covering. Looking to get it going. And Booker with the jam.
And a little athletic ability on display by D-Book.
Here's Sarr. Oh, okay then.
Sarr using all of his length and athleticism to tell this league that he has arrived.
Pass to Durant. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third. George outside. Nice move. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. George has got 10.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Delivering the blowout. After a quick break.
41.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. George outside from the arc. Siakam pulls down the board.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Oh, my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
George outside. We've had the in-season tournament for a few years now, Greg. What's your opinion on it?
You know, B.A., I think it's working out pretty well. I mean, the NBA Cup is drawing increased fan interest, and the players are invested. So what's not to like about it?
To the inside. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Leonard. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Takes a 13-footer. No good, off the front rim.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
Well, you love to see Simmons use that size to finish at the rim and let him know.
Here's Mitchell. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
I'll tell you what, fast break points have been the story here.
And here's George. Pass to Bay. Leonard for three. The rebound by Simmons.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
George, good.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
The three from Mitchell. Mitchell can't get that one to fall. Bay outside. It's George on the wing. Doris, over the last few years, the NBA has done an outstanding job with replay, expanding its uses.
Well, you say outstanding job. For some, they would tell you that the replays and the reviews are taking far too long. For me, I have no problem with the time it takes because ultimately, these are game-deciding, series-deciding, and often job-deciding outcomes. Let's get it right.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Double team on Leonard. Pass to Okongwu. Back to George. Can't get it to fall.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Back to Simmons. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
Well, I tell you, you love to see Ben Simmons determined to score. Draws the whistle, gets an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Free throw, no good for Simmons. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
Durant. Up again. Right side, Mitchell. 5 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining.
Inside.
2 minutes.
And the dunk by Edey.
Good to see Mitchell distributing the basketball, guys. You want him to find his guys and establish some chemistry.
Pass to Young. Back to George. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Here's Leonard. The rebound by Ben Simmons. Durant for three. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Here's Booker. And Edey with a block. Mitchell with the ball. And it's Young picking him up. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Pass to Simmons. Outside for Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
The kick out to Simmons. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Siakam. Now here's Mitchell. Booker defending. For three, Durant. Hits the three-pointer.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Mitchell. Softly drops in the floater.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Durant. For three. No good. And so the home crowd treated to a win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a...
No, seen enough. My show's starting now.